Look at my colony is amazing. Hi, I'm Borkon, glad to have you here. Welcome back to the Cave Factory, and yeah, I've been playing SimCity again, or Sims, or whatever this is, and it is pretty awesome. I am loving this mod. The problem is, as usual, my colonists are demanding something that I don't have, so we need to leave this place today and get that done. But actually, it's not a big thing they are demanding this time. The problem I have reached right now, and by the way, I can fly, so let's fly around. I have 25 colonists right now, and that is maximum without upgrading my colonist capacity, and for that, I need a stack of steak. Ooh, this is weird when I'm flying up here. Ooh, darkness. Let's just fall down. There we go. They are demanding a stack of steak, and I have 0 steak. Like, I have no cows at all. I could set up a cow handler, cow hand here. I haven't had any cows spawn naturally, though. I've only had a couple of pigs and chickens. So I'm gonna set up a chicken coop, and I'm gonna set up a swine herder, but I'll probably eventually set up someone who deals with cows as well. For now, I will get the cows inside my base. But that's not the big project for today. The big project for today is completely different. Wait, I need to get the speed up on my jetpack. There we go. Will I hit my head or will I hit the tunnel? I don't know. Yes, I aimed correctly. I have a completely different project for today. Oh, there goes the frame rate. Okay, we can't do that. I can't talk and fly at the same time and load chunks. So I have a completely different project planned for today. And it's something I have wanted to do for a very long time. It was actually supposed to be my next episode of the Let's Create series when that series died. It is a Nether wood farm. It is completely unnecessary, except it might actually not be unnecessary because it might give me an stupid amount of shroomlights, and I will need a lot of light blocks, and these ones here, right, the blaze lanterns, oops, they are very easy to break. Wow, they are almost insta-mineable with my hand. I didn't know that. Oh, they are no tool. Interesting. But yeah, the blaze lanterns are too expensive to craft. They cost 6.5 blaze rods per lantern. That is insane, so we can't do that. I'm hoping I can make a Nether wood farm that is so stupidly overpowered that I can get 100,000 shroomlights in a reasonable amount of time. Well, let's see if I succeed. The reason why I think I can make a super efficient Nether wood farm with the create mod is because with the create mod we can plant these. So the first farm we actually need is a warped fungus farm. It's just going to be providing the fungus for the main farm. And I have now figured out the exact timing I can have on the cart assembler to make it work. Because like I mentioned in a couple episodes ago, I had a flower farm and it didn't really work because the timing wasn't right. And this is the exact right timing. So with a clock like this, we get this. The problem is, if I press F3 here, look at my FPS, it just plunges down to 20s, 30s. And I'm actually wondering, like, see, because now it's fine, right? Now it's on the 130, 120, so it's pretty good. I'm wondering if it's the fact that this thing is dematerializing and materializing again. Maybe it's probably not the lighting engine, it's probably this thing, but maybe it's the cart assembler doing things that is different, because like I haven't really experienced this lag in other situations. So I'm gonna do an experiment. Rather than using a minecart contraption, I'm gonna try some other way of making this into, like, switch between a contraption and actual blocks, right? This is right now actual blocks, and it switches to contraption. So the way this actually works, like if I take a lever here and power this thing here, so now this is a minecart contraption, and this redstone block is no longer powering the dispensers. It says triggered false, and if I power this, you could hear the dispenser click because now it is triggered. And I depower this again, and it's not triggered. So that's how we are sending a signal to the dispenser to dispense the bone meal. But okay, let's try to dematerialize this with some other contraption. Maybe it's just the minecart contraptions that are causing issues. Let's try. Like I have nothing to lose. I don't want it a horribly laggy machine, and right now it is just unacceptably laggy. Well, that's one way to do it. With a gantry shaft, it's still laggy. It's maybe not as terrible. It's pretty much as terrible. Maybe. No, it's dipping down to below 30 FPS. So it is, I think it is just the fact when this materializes or dematerializes, it creates just an enormous amount of lag. I think we might have to live with it. But I'm wondering, can I make this faster? Can I make this on a 4-tick cycle instead? I think this actually works. Let's make it even faster. I am not sure. Like, this is behaving really buggy, so it's very hard to know if it's actually doing the right thing. It probably seems to work, but we're down to 15 FPS. This is absolutely awful. Actually, do I even need this to run that fast, though? That's the question. Like, I don't know how many of these fungus I'm gonna need. Oh, I put them away. But, I mean, a very short test run gave me 47, so it could be okay. I don't know. Let's put in, let's say, 10 bone meal. It depends on how fast I make the rest of the farm. That is gonna be farming the giant fungus. So 10, let's see how... Right? And so what's happening is that when this dematerializes, all the items on top of it break. That's how this farm is supposed to work. So this is a much slower clock now. Okay, we did 10 bone meal, I had my magnet on, and we got 8 warp fungus. So it's almost 1 bone meal per fungus. That's not terrible. That's actually really good rate. Which means, yeah, I basically used more or less... Actually, I don't know. I maybe used a little bit more than a stack, or maybe less than a stack. I don't know, because I still have lots of bone meal left. Okay, let's use the 32 I have here just to test a little bit more. And I will run it on a fast clock, because why not? And 5 more to live with this frame rate. As long as I don't move the mouse, you don't probably even notice that the frame rate is terrible, but it really is. Okay, I picked up everything. That was 32 bone meal, and 32 bone meal gave me 30. Yeah, so it's almost 1 per bone meal. I am very happy with that result. And that means that we won't probably have to run this machine very hard, because I don't think I'm going to be using them that much. I'm going to stop this whenever I have built up a small buffer of fungus, but it's probably not even like, maybe you need 64. Actually, the question is, can I remove this? Will this still dematerialize? Answer is no. So I need at least 1 more shaft. So in the worst case, this thing will destroy the torches here. I am completely fine with this. And we'll just pick this up with some super hopper as usual, because, yeah, on Let's Create, I was planning to do this with fans that would be just blowing the fungus into a water stream. And that works too, but since we have super hoppers, let's just use a super hopper. Right, so let's pick the stuff up here. Should be easy enough. And I need to clear a very large area for the farm in here, I guess. I'm hoping... Oh, we might actually run into the reactor building. I don't know how much space I'm gonna need for this. This might be the wrong place. Maybe I should just build it above this one. That is one possibility. And by the way, if you're hearing sheep, it's because all this grass here... Yeah, these guys are spawning in this area. And rabbits as well. Goodbye, rabbit. Goodbye, sheep. Not that I mind having the sheep and rabbits here, but the noises are annoying. Right, let's clear the area for the main event, and, well, let's first decide where I'm gonna clear the area for the main event, and let's go for the... Actually, you know what I'm gonna do with the reactors? Since I'm no longer planning on expanding to the sides, I mean, I was planning on building the mine colonies area in this direction, but I'm no longer planning on doing that. So I think, like, if I'm gonna build the reactor bigger, I will just go in that direction and up. Because there is nothing supposed to be up in the base, and there's nothing supposed to be in that direction. Yeah, that's the correct way to deal with this. And the same thing with this. In that case, I'm just gonna take this wall here, and this entrance, like this, 2 blocks, and either build it next to it or slightly above and next to it. Yes, this is the correct way to do it. Right, before I commit to anything, let's see if things work the way I remember them working. Well, okay, it already grew too big, but that's fine. Okay, let's see if we can cut this down. That's the first thing I'm worrying about. It used to work, but it definitely works well. It cut down the stem, but I would like to know if we take also the warped okay, the warped wart. Yes, I managed to pronounce it almost. The warped wart. The warped wart. There we go. Now we got a smaller one. So do we get the warped wart and the shroomlight? Give me the shroomlight at least. There we go. Okay, that did work. So how wide were these things? So because I don't want to make the hole bigger than it strictly needs to be. Because that will just save us some digging and also save us some space. So it is 1, 2. I think, yes, I remember that these can actually go 3 out. It usually just grows 2 from the stem, but I'm pretty sure we can get 3. Let's just verify that. Like, I have time, I can do this safely. Oh, and this happens all the time. The stem actually can turn this block into netherrack. And the way we need to solve this is to take this block and bone meal it, as long as there is a warped nylium next to it. And, oh, I need to remember that I need to put string or something on it so that the warped wart doesn't grow on top of it. I'm trying to remember how to do Nether wood farms. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it did grow 3 away as well. Good. So I remember correctly. Which means that we need to... Yeah, okay, now I know exactly how big the hole needs to be. These are actually my border blocks of how big the hole needs to be. Right, let's start digging. Right, so this here is just a setup to test the basic principle of how this thing is supposed to work, right? This is absolutely going way too slow. Like, for now, I'm only using a magma block with a fan as power, and this thing is running at 4 RPM because if I put it like any higher, it freezes because it's just overstressed at this speed. But the basic principle will be the same, except this is going to be much faster. So, I'm giving this deployer some warped fungus. The deployer plants the warped fungus over there. Very, very slowly. There we go. We got our warped fungus. Why did that grow? Oh, it's the stupid... I twerked it by accident. Probably... Did I run? No, I didn't. But I think I twerked it. It's not supposed to work on twerking, although that would be funny. No, it's supposed to work with just spamming bone meal, of course. So this dispenser here is spamming bone meal. We're planting the... Aha! We're planting the fungus, but of course it doesn't work because that's why we have the second dispenser. So this warped stem that was touching this warped nylium below converted it into netherrack. Like it works just like dirt and grass. So imagine that the nylium is grass and the netherrack is dirt. Like if you plant a tree on top of grass, it can turn into dirt. So we need some bone meal in the lower dispenser as well. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh no, I haven't thought about... Oh no, okay, that happens to... Okay, ooh. The problem is when we're spamming this lower one with bone meal, it can actually grow mushrooms on top of itself, or other things. But the deployer seems to solve that problem, yeah. The deployer solves that problem. And then the saw just cuts down the tree. Oh, I'm so happy that that worked. And see, it converted into netherrack again, so we do need to spam it with bone meal. And that did just work just fine. And that's it. This is how it's supposed to work, except much, much faster. The prototype is working, we just need to make it fast and actually self-sustaining. And by the way, did you see that that part of the warped warts didn't get cut down by the saw? But that is fine, because there will be some other tree that will grow, or giant fungus that will grow, that will connect to them, and then we will harvest everything again. So this is self-cleaning eventually. Seems to work just fine. Awesome. Okay, let's turn it off. Now I just need to solve the logistics here. Oh, I found another frame rate killer. Just composting. Automatic composters, they're killing my frame rate. Why? Why are you doing this? So it's basically just blocks, I don't know, blocks changing textures, or whatever is happening here. Like, I'm having, like, 14 FPS sometimes. It's definitely, like, it's down to 30 and below 30 often. So this is actually a worse hit on performance than that was. What's going on? This is insane. And, like, look, if I move away from here and look in this direction, my frame rate is, well, it's not awesome anymore because my base is kind of busy, but it's like 70, 80, something like that. Then I look in that direction, and it's death. Is it just something about this? No, it's not about this chunk, because I've seen this in other situations as well. And this is gonna fix itself. Oh, wait, well, okay, we have quite a lot of stuff that we're bone mealing, but I don't know what to do about this. I don't think I can do anything about it. Can I build this? Build this in? I might actually need a compact machine for this. The problem is I cannot have a compact machine for this because this is too tall, and I don't think compact machines are that big. And I definitely can't afford to build compact machines. But now that I have said that, I think we are done, other than one more thing. I need to make a link cable. Might have made too many of them. I need to link this thing here, because that's my bone meal, and I need some cables here, and here, and here. Don't need that cable. Thank you. Give it back. Yeah, we have the bone meal connected here, so we should see the bone meal popping up in here. Yeah, we do. And then we should also see the bone meal popping into this dispenser and this dispenser. All the dispensers are getting bone meal. I can close this side off. I need this well contained because the items are spilling quite a lot in there. So first I can just turn this on. Oh, and now the frame rate is just 7. Oh no. Turn off. There we go. It's even worse since I added this glass. It might be something with the light, but I think it has to do with the composting running at the same time. Because this composter is just being fed. This is an export cable, right? And I'm feeding all the warped words and whatever these roots are called. They are going immediately into composting. Oops. I think everything is correctly set up. I still haven't hooked up the redstone for this to turn it on and off depending on how many fungus we have. But that's a future problem. So if I turn this on, nothing happens. Interesting. Why is nothing happening? I mean, the bone meal is spamming, but there is a lag. Yes. Well, no, this should have this dropper should have shot one coal into the furnace burner, and it didn't. It's on a very slow clock, so one coal or one charcoal takes 80 seconds to burn in the furnace burner. So as long as the machine is on, I want to shoot one coal into this, but there is such a huge delay here between now in 40 seconds it will shoot one coal, so let's wait for that. It's hard to know how much time is left. Oh, there we go. Yes, we shot in one coal into the burner, and the machine is running. Yay! And notice that... Yeah, okay, this drops my frames even worse. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is evil. Evil, evil, evil machine. And we're getting tons of stems. Yeah, okay, I didn't lock these drawers. That was stupid of me. And there we go. Everything is locked and everything is super, super laggy. Oh, maybe this is a less laggy view. But getting some shroomlights. I don't think we're picking things up quick enough. But the warped warts are being sucked up into the bone mealing system. We should see them here pop up sometimes, maybe. No, the item pipes are too fast, but we see them in the hoppers, yeah. So everything is working as it should. Right, let me debug this and fill this up properly with bone meal, because I think that is the only big issue. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. This is a bigger issue than I thought. I think I know what I did. I think I set up my absorption hopper wrong. Yes, the absorption hopper is here, so let's show its area. Yeah, see all these items, they're outside of its area. So we need to move the area to the south and to the west. So, oh, that's one to the south. And that's one to the west. And I need to move it up as well, because I don't want it to interfere with stuff I'm doing below. There we go. Now we're sucking up items. And this is causing lag. Oh, so it is, yeah, it is item entities. It is literally item entities that are causing all the issues with this thing. Okay, now we're going mad. So that's why we ran out of bone meal. We ran out of bone meal because we kind of didn't pick up all the... But look at this. This is insane. I will run this for a while and see how many shroomlights I can get. So I had to give up, and I installed Optifine. And with Optifine, all the visual issues are just gone. They are fixed. Everything is working fine. I'm actually getting quite decent FPS even when everything is running here. Now I'm trying to solve an issue here with this thing not picking things up fast enough. And I don't know. I'm suspecting it could be that it's just getting confused by pushing items into the drawer controller. I'm gonna give it a go by having it just push the items into a barrel. Maybe that's gonna work faster. Maybe? I don't know. And yeah, you can see like my frame rate is above 100 even when I'm running this. And it should be probably... Yeah, and it is bone mealing. Oh, I think the item pipe is way too slow, though. That might be an issue. Is it an issue? It's not an issue, right? This is not over full at all. So it is the absorption hopper that is just way too slow. Oh, wow. Wait, oh, I got pushed down by that thing. I wonder if I can speed it up, or maybe there is some other option for hoppers that aren't the absorption hopper. Because it's clearly not picking up the items fast enough. So I need something better, something faster. Oh, and we have an issue. Why did we get one of these mushrooms there? Did it happen because of the bone mealing? So this isn't a problem in normal Neverwood farms, because you have to destroy everything on the block anyway after every attempt. Even if these pop up and they don't grow on warp nylium, because they clearly don't, right? I can't even spam it with bone meal. But we destroy them on every cycle, and this one, well, it clearly doesn't get destroyed, right? So I probably need to add some mechanism here with a piston that is just gonna punch these things in the middle, maybe once every, I don't know, 10 seconds. I can manage with this machine stopping for 10 seconds just because one of these mushrooms got generated. But yeah, this is clearly a problem. Okay, yeah, some more work required here. And I think I found the solution, at least to the absorption hopper performance problems. Still takes a while to pick up all the items, but it does it relatively consistently. I think maybe this is still an issue, but at least I'm having it transfer the items really fast now. And I'm doing that by just not using its built-in item transfer capabilities. So the absorption hopper, right, I can configure it where it should push the items, but instead I am just taking the items and sucking them out with an item pipe with an ultimate pipe upgrade, and that is just so much faster. Like, oops. Items in there, and then just go away immediately. Still not picking them up particularly fast. I am not impressed. Maybe there is a better option. Actually, how does the pickup look here? We should be, for example, be able to see it on this. What happened now? I think we ran out of fungus. We still haven't automated that thing. Yeah, okay, it is picking things up. I need to run this at full speed for 10 minutes before I know exactly how it behaves, because it's kind of erratic right now. But yeah, we can turn this on. Look at my frame rate not suffering. Yay! At least that is working fine. Oh no, did you run out? Now this ran out of bone meal. Yeah, so I'm having problems like that all the time. Like, I don't have enough bone meal to feed all the dispensers just yet, so I need to run one machine at a time. And it's a problem that will solve itself relatively soon. How are these looking? Oh yeah, we have tons. I might actually need to add more composting infrastructure. This might not be enough. This might actually be too slow. Right, this should be the last fix that, well, the last fix that I know about now is this piston, right? This piston is going to be punching out whatever is in here every 30 seconds. It just gets one pulse and punches whatever is that. Actually, why 30 seconds? Like once a minute? Like this happens approximately never, so yeah, once a minute is enough. I actually had to add this obsidian block, because if this thing punches when there is a stem here, it would push the saw and this gearbox. And actually interesting things happen. The saw keeps being powered despite actually not getting powered. And this gearbox, when it got pushed to where this obsidian block is, right? There is nothing powering it. It's getting power normally from the large cogwheel. But when it was pushed, it was still active. So it seems that like powered create components that get pushed by pistons remain powered. I'm sure it's exploitable, but I'm not gonna do it. Like, if you're interested, exploit it. Let me know if you found infinite power. Actually, by the way, you know the best infinite power in Create mod? Have deployers that are cranking crankshafts to power themselves to crank the crankshafts. You can get enormous amounts of powers like that. You didn't hear it from me. But, yeah, this should work. Everything should be kind of, maybe, probably fine. I'm gonna now watch this for, well, as long as it survives. I will just probably count shroomlights, because the shroomlights are the only thing I care about. And we already have 12 stacks, so yeah, I'm gonna do some math on how much we get. Alright, so I just ran a test for just for 10 minutes. And I got, what was it, 14 stacks of shroomlights in that time. So if my math isn't incorrect, that's what, like 84 stacks per hour? That's actually quite amazing. It's several thousand of shroomlights per hour, which means that the logs, I don't even know. Tens of thousands of logs per hour. This is kinda insane. I don't know what to do with the logs. Like, it has a void upgrade here, right? So I'm just gonna throw them away. And as you can see, we're not keeping up bone mealing all the warped wart blocks, but that's fine because we are generating a massive surplus of bone meal. And I made this thing much larger, and I don't dare to make it larger than this because we will get bone meal backing up in the hoppers here. And as far as I know, there's no modded replacement for composters, which is funny. And you have to have hoppers that feeding into the composters and sucking items out of them. But yeah, I added a stockpile switch here, which looks at the special drawer that only contains the fungus. And by the way, I also had to move in the twisting vines. I forgot that they can be generated in here, but they can. So we are looking with a stockpile switch on this drawer with the fungus. It's just like the stockpile switch is actually buggy and only sees the first stack, which is perfectly fine by me because like I don't need more than one stack. So yeah, once we... Oh, we should probably move this a little bit higher here. Yeah, let's move it to 80%. Once this is 80% full, it will turn off this machine, which is where we are at now. And when we get below 10%, so what, 6-7 items, we will turn it on again, and it keeps up just fine. There is no reason to make this more accurate. Like, we're definitely generating much more fungus than we're consuming in here. And the only thing that I could probably still optimize on this machine is to shorten the time for the piston to punch. Because in the 10 minutes, we got at least 3, and that was just when I was watching. We got 3 of the red mushrooms. Actually, let's just do it now, before I forget. And I also want to double check one thing. Yeah, we have... Okay, so these are the ones that we punched out. So I probably need to add another drawer to the storage system here that will be just picking up the random garbage items that come in here. Not a huge deal. So, right, we have this at 1 minute. Let's make it 30 seconds. It should be fine. Like, 30 seconds should probably improve the performance of this machine. Maybe? There we go. Oh, we had 4. I think I said 3, but we had 4 interruptions. So 4 interruptions in 10 minutes. So this machine could have potentially been down for about 20% of the time or something like that. I'm counting average, like I'm counting average 30 seconds for each red mushroom that we were stuck. Some of them may be generated at the early cycle of the piston, some of them generated at the end of the cycle of the pistons. So on average, it's probably half a minute of waiting time. So now I have shortened it down to 15 seconds, which should probably improve things. On the other hand, it will sometimes punch out the good mushrooms, but I can live with that. I think this will improve the performance. Right, so let's run this for a longer time now. I'm actually gonna go hunt some cows right now, and during this time, this thing will be allowed to run, and yeah, we'll see how many shroomlights we get. So, for the cows, I was actually looking up how to make cows in this mod pack, and there is something called cow bait, right? And you need to place down some grass, some water, trees, whatever, plants, and then you place these down, then you wait a while, and a cow will spawn. And then I realized I had a quest reward earlier. I have one of these. And of course, I have already picked up spawners, and let's get a comparator. And you see where this is going, because let's go mad. I will place fence gates here so that they don't get out. I will place it a little bit back because I saw that this has, oh no, 8 spawn rate. 8 spawn range is actually quite big for a spawner, right? How much is 8 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I need to place it about as back, this far back. This is a zombie spawner. Let's hope for the best that I don't do anything stupid. I'm not going to upgrade it anymore. There we go. We give it a redstone signal and we upgrade it to a cow. So let's get one of those. And cows? 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 Does this require darkness? That would suck. That would be very unintuitive when it comes to spawning cows. Nope. Still not giving me cows. So apparently this doesn't work. Maybe they need to land on grass then. So maybe they need to be able to like have a valid block to spawn on. Let's just put it down here. Maybe. No. Yes. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Welcome, cow. Oh, it's not fast. Okay, I do need to speed it up. Oh, they want grass. They only spawn on grass. Yeah, okay, so this will speed up if I replace everything here with grass. Awesome. Well, this is a temporary cow farm. Not exactly what I was expecting to make, but I'll take it. Why not? I just need some steak, and I want the colonists to take care of the real spawning in the future. Okay, I did speed it up because I thought it would be funny. This is a little bit more than funny. They still have a limitation of how many cows there can be in the same area at the same time, but yeah, okay. If I don't have a stack... Oh yeah, I have like 3 stacks already. Good, now I can upgrade my colony. And I must say that this thing is working absolutely gloriously. 328 stacks of shroomlights already. 1,500 almost warped stems. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with them. There's not much I can build with them. I generally don't really like the texture of them. I did some, like, I like the fences, right? The fences look good. And this, I don't know, I experimented a little bit. I'm gonna keep it like this. Not sure if I actually like it. But we have successfully made a little bit slightly overpowered Nether wood farm. So the performance problems are not solved, but they are much improved. I have stuttering instead of low frame rate right now. But that will be it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a very shroomlighty day. Bye.